what's going on? Welcome to another podcast episode of Cancel Us Later, the podcast where we kick the shit about random shit that'll get you canceled, I guess.
Do we?
Anyway, on today's episode, we are going to, I guess the first topic that we're going to run through is the Groot situation. I'm going to kick this over to Pop Wise. Pop, please. What's going on with John Gruden and what's the scoop?
Oh, we got Sim's childhood hero got himself into some shit. We had emails came up during an investigation of another individual, John Gruden's cracker homeboy, Bruce Allen. He's under investigation for a separate situation. And what? Charlamagne say crackers? What? If you act like a cracker, I'm gonna call you a cracker. It fits the description. Anyways, so during these emails, it was found that he had made misogynistic references. He said he called Roger Goodell. He said he said that the Rams were under pressure to draft queer players. They also sent nude pictures to each other of cheerleaders that were in the league. He also said that the NFL shouldn't be hiring female referees. He also said that the NFL was too hard on concussions, so he's saying that they're making too big of a deal out of concussions. So basically, it started with rubber lips too. Let me not leave that out, talking about DeMaurice Smith. But I mean, he just basically said everything an old white man thinks and says to each other in private conversations. My opinion is though that I think they had to fire him. I mean, you have signs in the end zone and signs on the back of the helmet saying equality and end racism and stop hate and all these things, and
my body, my choice.
He just epitomized all of those. He's pro all gone against all those things. So I think they had no choice but to let him go.
I don't think Chucky. Let's take it over to Sim. Sim, give me your take on that, especially with that gentleman being one of your hometown heroes, right?
He won you a Super Bowl. He didn't win shit. He was a part of the team, but he didn't win shit. Tony Dungy did that. Tony Dungy.
Oh yeah, he got a ring. Good to play off.
Hey, I just want to say it's fucked up. He went against all the groups. Shit. He ain't leave not one. Well, he went against all of them. Hey, like you said, old ass white man. That's what they do. That's what they think. I mean, the Buccaneers already said they're going to take him out of the Ring of Honor. I'm sure they're going to tear his statue down and get that ugly ass shit out of there anyway. But hey, I don't expect nothing less. I think they all say that shit unless you prove otherwise. But
no loyalty, man. I brought you a ring and you just done throw him under the bus.
He threw his own self under the bus. He started out saying that he referred to rubber lips to people that lie. Well, his rubber lip ass was lying a lot. Talking that bullshit. That's how I feel.
Okay, so just a quick question to the chat. Does anybody here feel as if pulling him out of the Ring of Honor and, firing him on the spot, does anybody feel like that is an overstatement of what should happen?
The Ring of Honor is a little stretch, but the firing thing, he deserved that.
Yeah, I feel like they went overboard with the Ring of Honor, but hey, it's their world. They do whatever the fuck they want to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they just basically saving face. That's what that was. Just
trying
to do something just to have some good PR.
Okay. DJ, let me get your spiel really quick. How do you feel about this topic?
I just know that the boy Urban Meyer was just so happy to hear all this news, man. I was sitting down watching ESPN when they was killing him, and I almost got in trouble with my lady because I was like, man, he really ain't do nothing. She was like, what do you mean? I'm like, he ain't do nothing. I'm like, that's news. And then good old Chucky said, hey, man, hold my beer, bro. I got you. So I got some shit on the way that's going to let you completely off the hook. And that's how they rolled out on him.
So you hold on. So if you get a picture snapped of you with a young lady in your lap, is straight.
Hey man, look at he wasn't even paying attention to her. He was doing the player move. He was like, he had no eye contact with her, none of that. They
He
said
know what's going on.
they was
He
telling
even know.
Urban Meyer that he had to
Nah,
earn
she
the
was sitting.
respect.
She was sitting there for a bit,
listen,
bro.
they were saying he had to earn the respect of the football team back.
Oh no, it ain't that serious. Nah.
What?
Come on
It kind
now.
of, but they said that he didn't even ride back with the team. He went straight over there.
He
Like
was
after
with
they
his
left.
grandchildren, bro. I think they wasn't trying to throw the girl under the bus, but you can see if he hanging out with his grandchildren, that
All
girl's probably
coaches said
part of
that's
the
a no-go.
same friends with
All
them.
coaches said that's a
Hey,
no-go, though.
it don't
Of
matter.
course they did.
You hanging out with your grandchildren, then all of a sudden you got not my bad, young
See,
ass
look at
on
you.
young
Whoa.
ass.
Hey, she might be 19. She might be
No,
19.
I'm gonna give
That's what I meant.
See,
Bro.
man,
But
come
look,
on.
on that note, I'm gonna give
Come on.
Incognito an opportunity to jump on this topic, and then we're gonna segue into the next topic. Incognito, wrap us up.
Hey, you know what they doing to Gruden, man? Yeah, I believe it is acceptable, man. He said some wild things, but you got to think about, okay, they're doing this to him. What can they do to anybody else? You get what I'm saying? Like, was he wrong? Yeah. I mean, but think about how far people could really take this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? You got people, I think Josh Allen said some stuff when he was 14, some racist, and they jumped on him too. You know what I'm saying?
I
It's
think
just
there's a
like, yo,
statute of limitation.
Well, hey, no, I don't want to interrupt.
I
But
mean, he
what
was
did
a
he say? I don't
teenager,
even
too,
know.
though. I think he was
Say
like,
what?
he had some rap lyrics with like the N-word on his Twitter or something.
you know, I mean, but people can take it however they want, but it's just like, yo,
Yeah.
where does it
I
stop?
think you're
You know?
more forgiving of a teenager than a dude
Than a
that's
grown
going
man
into
with-
his
Right.
50s.
I know. I get
What do
it,
you
but
think should have happened to him, though?
I mean, look at his haircut. Him and Mark Davis, you know, they rocking that bullshit. You know,
Bruh, Mark Davis is like a mummy
But
or something, bro.
like I said though, like the John Gruden thing is what it is. That happened, but like where does it stop though? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, just think about that. Like, where does it stop? How far are these people going to go to cancel you? You know?
Okay.
I don't know. He kind of hit.
He ain't really
everybody.
getting canceled,
He
bro.
hit all.
He
He
ain't-
hit.
yeah.
He rubbed
Huh?
his hand down all the buttons on the elevator.
Yes,
He done
yes.
hit every goddamn
I mean,
button.
but like, I get it. The Gruden topic is what we're on, but all I'm saying is have an open mind and think like, where does it stop for
you
anybody?
act like they just randomly selected his emails. They went through everybody's email and it's just saw some
Right. It
wild
wasn't
stuff.
random. No. I'm not talking about Gruden. Gruden, he's fucked, dog. Like, I'm just saying, like, for anybody else,
Okay,
where
so
does it
yeah, he
stop?
keep asking that, and that's a perfect segue into the next. So where does it end? Okay, now our beloved Dave Chappelle, the GOAT of comedy, has found himself wrapped up in yet another controversy, except for this one seems to have ballooned a little bit more so than the others. So I'm going to kick it over to Vic. Vic, give us a rundown of what Dave is going through and kind of, the other players within the issue.
Basically, he dropped his final Netflix special called "The Closer" on Netflix this past week or last week, and so in Dave Chappelle fashion, he makes jokes about any group there is, minority groups, black groups, whatever, and so the LGBTQ community upset, especially the yeah, that was good one. That was good. Plus, that was good though. Well, especially the transgender community were upset about some of the jokes that he made. They felt that he was, I guess, to them with all the transgender killings that's been going on. I haven't really looked into them. Maybe I should, but they just felt that he was being disrespectful, and they feel that I guess jokes now don't. To them, you're punching down at someone instead of lifting them up. I don't know how they got that, from David Chappelle when he said that, hey, I'm not punching down on anyone. They're punch lines, actually. What's funny about it, Daphne Dorman, who killed herself in 2019, she was a transgender who opened up for David Chappelle. And her family backed Dave. And he even said in his stand-up that he believed that the community was going after her because she vouched for him. And it probably played a part of her killing herself. So for me, I like the raw stand-up comedians because I know Eddie Murphy said sometimes he cringes at some of his old stuff, but I like their raw, their raw comedy, stand-up comedy where anybody can get it. It don't matter what ethnic group you're in. It doesn't matter. They're punchlines. They're not punching down. Somebody said this. I seen a quote. They said, for you to punch down on someone, you got to feel like you're above them. And I don't think Dave Chappelle feels like he's above anybody. They're punch lines. They're not punch. You're not punching down on anybody. And so I got into the war of words with somebody on Twitter about this. I'm like, Dave Chappelle has joked on black people for years. Everybody's joked on black people for years. Other black comedians, and I have never, ever, ever seen y'all come out the woodworks with black folk like this. Not one time. So I'm just trying to figure out for them. They move. The goalpost is being moved around. For me, I like Dave Chappelle. I love Dave Chappelle. I think he's hilarious. So it don't really. I think it's all bullshit. To say like better terms.
Hey, can I kick into something too?
Please,
So part of me wanted to say, right, from watching the stand up, and I don't feel like anybody could really listen to it and listen to the whole thing in full and feel like he was purposely trying to hurt the trans community. Because there's so many times where he's talking about the respect that he had for his friend and understanding their situation, and even the punching down thing he addressed. He said you can only punch down if you feel like you're above them. He said it multiple times. I feel like a lot of them maybe heard clips or little moments of it, and then they just ran off on it on classic cancer. Oh, he said something that hurt my feelings. I don't want to listen to the full message, and that's where a lot of the backlash came from. But I seen today where a Netflix employee spoke up against Dave Chappelle. I guess it was a trans employee, and they suspended them. So it's good to know. I think Dave Chappelle reached a certain level where he's just not going to be canceled. And it's not like he did anything to be canceled if you're rational and you listen to everything he said. But his backing is so big right now that he's damn near Teflon to me.
That's fair. Okay, now I have a quick question that along with this, and I'm gonna kick it over to Free. My question is this: now you have watched a lot of Dave Chappelle's stand-up comedy. Can you tell me, if anything, what specific to this particular episode or last stand-up was anything different than some of the others we've seen? It seems to me that the transgender jokes has really been like a running theme for the last couple of episodes or last couple of stand-ups. So can you kind of highlight for me at least what you found to be somewhat different or different enough to where you would expect this type of backlash?
Oh, well, that's easy because on this one, it was it was like a solid, 45 minutes of, transgender jokes. And that alone, like, he never done that in the other ones. He never been on their subject that long. But the real reason I really feel like they got upset because he made them think about themselves and how they always try to put, their problems over everybody else's problems. Like references, the baby can shoot somebody and more people be angry about him saying something about the gay community rather than him shooting somebody. So he's just putting everybody on notice and, and they don't. And I just feel like the using the word, the slang turf, and all the other stuff, like just giving people more ammo. They probably feel like he gave people more ammo because nobody really knew what a turf was. Like, let's just be honest.
What is that?
Yeah, what is? I don't know.
I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna reference what he said. It's basically like how we look at blackface. How women look at transgender is how we look at blackface. That's what he said.
All right, thank you.
And so we're just putting people on notice on other things. But I just feel like they got upset because he felt like their problems are bigger than everybody else's problems. That's what I really got from it.
Okay. All right. Incognito, bless us with your spin on this.
Man,
Masks up.
It's a comedian, man. I don't know. It's one of those things you gotta laugh. I say it a lot. You gotta laugh to keep from crying. When something's going on in the world, man, sometimes you just gotta laugh about it. You know what I'm saying? Now, Dave Chappelle, I always say this, man. He didn't say anything hateful. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he said. My opinion is he didn't say anything hateful in his jokes. You know what I'm saying? It was all somewhat the truth and funny. You know what I'm saying? So for them to try to cancel him for any. Let's get this straight. The LGBTQ plus community will cancel you for anything. You know what I'm saying? They will cancel you. It's just one show, the 100, right? They tried to cancel the 100 because they killed off a gay girl, a gay girl who was acting gay. They tried to cancel that show because she was killed off.
What name?
So that's the type of stuff that we're dealing with, dog. You know what I'm saying? You can't even kill them off in shows without them getting upset. You know what I'm saying? So it comes to a point like, yo, all y'all doing is hooping and hollering right now. You know what I'm saying? A joke is a joke. The man didn't say nothing hateful. You know what I'm saying? He making fun of y'all, but he didn't say anything hateful, just like he makes fun of anybody else. That's what comedians do. You know what I'm saying? So I think the LGBTQ plus community should do what they want to do anyway and grow a pair. Grow a pair, man. Because y'all getting fucking ridiculous, man. Y'all can't take a fucking joke. Fuck, man.
Okay, look, I'm gonna pull back on that real quick. I'm gonna kick it over to Pop. Pull us through, and we'll run on to our next segment.
Only niggas I punch down on is y'all. But all right.
Yeah, man. I don't really pay too much attention to this shit. I don't really care if they want the shit canceled or not. You're only bringing more attention to the shit. You're only gonna run the views up more.
That is true.
Comedians, I think they should have more free reign than probably anybody else, any entertainers, anything like that, just to talk real. I think they give the best examples, or they visualize, they show you how society is better than any other facet can. Like they make you, they'll walk you through how like society is basically in a funny way, but it's real as shit. So their art is very, very needed, and it needs to be untampered. Just like you can't censor a painter or anything like that. Like you gotta let them do what they need to do. So.
Okay, yes, I respect that. Is anybody surprised that Netflix has come out and taken the stance that they're not going to cancel it?
No,
I was a little shocked. I was kind of shocked.
Why was
Because I thought
money
Netflix,
talks, boy?
That's very true, but Netflix also pushes, that agenda as well. It's hard not to watch a Netflix show without any of the LGBT. They were a big supporter of that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you're right, money do talk, but I was like, dang, Netflix standing up.
I'm not gonna say that because Netflix shows love to all everything. They have a whole LGBTQ section. They have a Black collection section. So I'm not gonna say that they just pander to one group.
Well,
no.
Here's a quote. Here's a quote from an executive. He says, "Several of you have asked where we draw the line on hate. We don't allow titles on Netflix that are designed to incite hate or violence, and we don't believe the closer crosses that line. I recognize, however, that distinguishing between commentary and harm is hard, especially with stand-up comedy, which exists to push boundaries. Some people find the art of stand-up to be mean-spirited, but our members enjoy it, and it's an important part of our content that we offer." So they're not pulling that at all.
And it goes back to the hate thing.
It's
he didn't say nothing hateful.
And it's selfish for for them to want to take that off when, like you said, it wasn't hateful.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, and what's hateful to one is maybe not so much so to the next. So it's really just a matter of interpretation and how it's perceived. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and segue into the hill that you die on. So today I'm going to shoot over with Incognito. Conversation.
Motherfuckers that got no fucking discipline.
They know who he is.
Motherfucker got no discipline. He said it like twice. But this nigga got a good man.
All right.
Insert name.
All right.
It was funnier
I had a conversation with Incognito, and he wanted to chime in terms of what he found to be that hill he would die on.
Yeah, man. The hill that I die on is something I've been looking into for about maybe a year and a half. I've been trying to work on myself just to, not, just to kind of like improve myself and better myself and improve how I look at others. You know what I'm saying? And my big thing that I don't like to say anymore, nor do I like to even hear at times, depending on what I'm doing, is the N word. You know what I'm saying? If one of y'all want to go ahead and drop the N word and let them know what I'm talking about.
Nigga.
Nutrition?
There you go. Yeah.
Nutrition.
There you go. There you go. You know what I'm saying?
Nutella?
I don't like that. I don't like that word, man. I don't like the I don't like, when you address, another fellow African American or black brother or anybody of color with that word being that what that word was founded upon. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have heard me say this before that, some of our ancestors, or most of our ancestors back in those days, that's probably the last thing they were called before they were beat to death or before they were thrown off that ship into the Atlantic Ocean or hung, from that tree or shot to death or just, beat to death. Especially in the Jim Crow eras when people, couldn't sit in certain places and, people like Emmett Till, that was probably the last thing they were called, that hateful word, before they died. So I really, I'm kind of passionate about not saying that towards anybody. The fact that, and I grew up saying it a lot, obviously, right? And then people, yeah.
I mean, my bad.
You know what I'm saying? That's how hateful it is. You know what I'm saying? Where the emails at? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, but nah, man, it's just before you said that, I was just going to say, yeah, I grew up saying it, and I was, I always wondered, like, why are we calling it? Why are we saying that? Why are we saying that to each other? And the answer that I got, just like everybody else did, oh well, we taking it from the white man, and so it would, empower the white man and said, so we took it for ourselves and made it our own and put an A at the end and took out the ER. Man, I mean, yeah, I was gullible to listen to that. Like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And it sounds cool when I say it. But like, dog, when I really think about it, that's the stupidest shit I've ever fucking heard. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I'm not okay with calling, my fellow brothers and sisters that, because one, it's a hateful word. The word comes from hate. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just don't like it. I don't like it.
And I wanna kick this over to CJ. CJ, do you feel like we successfully usurped this word from the white man, or is this something that we need to go ahead and all together?
I was hoping Vic was still looking to the right when it came to me, so I could say, "Man, what is this nigga looking at?"
But, I be reading articles about what you're talking about, man.
I do want to say, like I hear what Mass Man is saying, and sometimes I go through the moments where, I see that point. I see the point of why do we call each other that, and all that, the good talk. It sounds great, right? But then I also do understand that it changed. So what he's saying is they used to call us that word. They used to actually, a lot of time when they would be killing people, they would put the ER at the end of it. I never understood why anybody, especially black people, would even drop the ER. It don't sound cool. Like, but then when they did change it into nigga, and then it came into hip hop culture and black culture as it is, and we play around with it. It's just one of those things that I grew up hearing. So even though sometimes I do feel like, hey, yeah, I could do without it, it is ingrained with me. Like Antoine Fisher said, my mama called me it so much, I have to descend. I'm playing. My mom didn't do that shit. but I do see where we can move on from it. But then again, I don't blame people too if they're just so stuck in their ways where they keep it going.
Okay, Pop, what's your spin?
I say it. I'm gonna keep saying it. I don't have a problem with other black folks saying it. I get where you're coming from, though. I can understand that, but I mean, I can't force myself to care or to take that point of view until, I don't know, my life changes into that not my life, well, until I feel like I don't want to use it anymore. But I don't care about it. So I like using it. I'm going to keep using it. That's how I feel about it.
This. Okay, so I think we can all, for the most part, most of us do use that word. But does anybody have any like hard rules that they set out there? Do we not say it in the presence of white folks? Do we, ensure that it's a and not at the end of it? Is it always in a playful manner? I mean, like what's that breakdown? How does that look for you?
I don't call women nigga. I don't refer to women as nigga. But nigga, it covers all my emotions. I can say it in terms of endearment, say it in an angry way, say it because call you an idiot.
Bitch ass nigga.
It's how I say nigga. Like if I say nigga, like I'm happy, nigga.
I mean, yeah,
or nigga, you stupid.
I'm
like
really
I said,
with, are you using this in the presence of other white folks? Are you
I'm not gonna flex.
Are you a part of the brothers? Were you one of the brothers that signed off on dogs nigga pass or no?
I'm not gonna flex. I use nigga in front of white people, and sometimes I refer to white people as nigga. I should try to stop that, but I say it so many times, and I said it so much that even when I say it to white people, they get so uncomfortable. But at a certain time, they just get used to me saying it around them because I say it so much. I mean, I guess I should stop that. But
slip up and say,
no, we're not falling for none of that. We're not falling for
niggas, nigga.
Now, don't get me wrong, man.
As soon as I hear a nig, you getting a punch and a cracker, nigga. That's what
just like most of it. Even for me, dog. It's hard for me not to say it. Like I got to catch myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's been instilled in me. It's ingrained in me since birth. You know what I'm saying? My grandma says it. You know what I'm saying? And she 80-some years old. You know, so it's just like
conversation with her.
No.
She's not gonna change, bro.
Yeah, I'm not stressing.
Start at home, brother. Start at home.
All I can do is control my kids. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna be around it and stuff like that. But back to me though, it's just hard for me sometimes not to say it. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I'm mad. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. Like I said, I've been trying not to do it for like a year and a half. And, and I get pissed off sometimes, and I didn't spaz out on a couple of y'all and called y'all the N-word. You know what I'm saying?
Use the word freak instead. Use freak instead. That'll get you going.
Okay. Why do you use the word when you're angry?
Because it's a
niggas always take you there.
It's a hateful word.
I hate when women
grow up using it as a hateful word.
Hold on. Yeah. I do want to give Vic's input on this really quick. Vic, please.
Man, shoot. Just niggas. Y'all my niggas.
So I
understand what you're saying. No, I understand what you're saying. I don't say it a lot. But I get certain atmosphere, you kind of just certain environments it just come out, bro. Especially when I'm with my niggas, it just come out. So I don't know, bro.
I have complete control over the word. Like it don't slip or nothing. Like
I don't say it in front of. I don't say it to
people. I don't use it at work or nothing like that.
I just don't like when females say it. They just be sounding so
so masculine.
You know what I mean, nigga? Like they just some niggas around. I'm scrapping this shit.
He's so sexist they can't even say nigga.
Nigga, you better not.
No, I was trying to refer to something else. This nigga tried to make it seem like I'm trying to be racist. So
no, man, that shit. Let whatever's in that heart out, brother. No, but on the cool though, Incognito, I appreciate you taking us down that lane there. From my take on it, it's really a cultural thing. Will we grow from that? I hope so, but until then, y'all know what it is.
Do you use it?
I do use it from time to time. I try not to. I definitely don't use it in front of white folks. I'm just uncomfortable even using that term in front of them. And the fact that I'm uncomfortable doing it in front of them really kind of lets me know I probably don't need to be saying it at all. I do it playfully. I do it in front of friends and when I'm amongst my tribe, if you will.
Yo, niggas.
Outside of that,
I'll just at the point when I don't really care.
But I have control over that too. I mean, even if I'm cussing and stuff, I don't cuss in front of, like, if I'm in a place where I act how the environment allows you to act.
I understand that.
I do understand. I don't feel uncomfortable saying the word in front of white people. I just don't care because you're not gonna make me feel a certain type of way. I'm just not gonna do that no more.
And that's fair.
I grew out of that. And I'm just saying, like, I grew out of trying to be looked at as, or feel or be a certain type of way in front of people. Like, you take me as I am.
Why we don't say cracker more? Why I'm like, man, this cracker at work told me.
I say cracker.
I say cracker.
You know what?
I
never thought cracker hit hard. I always thought that was a corny one, even growing up. Like we had the shit that will hurt your soul. Somebody call you ER. It's like
it's deeper rooted.
It hurts. It hurts.
It's not as of a hateful word. A cracker.
Yeah, it's just
because
like
they cracked the whip. You know what I'm saying?
It's
so that gave them like power. Like I'm a cracker. Yeah, I cracked that whip. You know what I'm saying? So it's not. It don't.
You call a white person that, they don't. It probably don't hit the same, but it still make their face pink. They get pink.
Get red. Yeah.
Then they try to throw in the honky. They got all the weak ones.
Somebody got to make one, bro. Somebody got to make one.
Vic is trying to make
hotel
hateful language.
You can't
make hateful language.
Hotel shit.
They got too much power to give them a name, bro. You can't even do it. It don't even work.
Okay. Hey, you know it did bother them though. The colonizer shit, when that shit hit.
Okay.
They do not like hearing that.
They don't like hearing that.
You bring up that or a historical fact, and they.
All right. Speaking of colonizers, we're going to take this back to old school ass whooping that we witnessed the other day.
Man.
Our beloved brother.
Ancestors crying.
Ancestors crying out.
The Muhammad
Jesus, come get this boy. Jesus.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so CJ, please give us a rundown, man. Give us your take of the fight. Number one.
Man, another sad.
And then tell us where this brother heads next. What's next for Wilder?
All right, man. Another sad day in Black history, man. We came together. We had everything ready to cheer for him, root our brother on the victory. I was trying to send him power waves through the screen, bro.
Put some hands
power through. Yeah, man. But Wilder went in there versus Fury. Wilder Fury 3. The fight started off, and he was trying to show things that he learned. So he started a jab to the body. He was showing that he actually picked up some sort of boxing skill. And the whole time he's doing it, I'm like, man, is this going to hold up for when he starts getting tired? No, not at all. He started getting later on into the rounds. He started getting tagged up. He started resorting back to who he is, bruh. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to club you. Just terrible. If Fury had his way with him,
under club brawl, shit.
But I will say though, he did show a lot of heart, and I do think when we back these people, that win or lose, that we still keep that same energy. He was a champion for a long time. We all know he didn't have the greatest boxing skill, but he did have power, and he took an L. So, Black community, we take an L with him. Where it goes from here, I hope he gets some rest. I hope he gets some rest. I hope his next fight, he could go a couple different ways.
He better go for Joshua.
Take Paul.
Yes. I hope.
Better go for him and Joshua. Need to be trying to shut Fury out, bro. Just fight.
They jump him.
But if Fury gets Joshua, he might ride into the sunset. That might be it for him.
I know. That's why Joshua need to avoid that. He need to avoid that shit.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Him and Wilder need to make some money.
Yeah, so their big money fight would be each other, and then after that, Joshua could take Fury, and then Fury's going to win that though, and that's the end of the saga.
Okay, all right, Pop, you itching to get in? Go on here. You're in there.
Itching that beard, boy.
I'm hurting for my bro, man. Wilder, man, he was one of the most entertaining boxers of my era for sure. His time being he ain't gonna be the greatest, and his resume is gonna look shaky because unless he, fight like somebody like Usyk or Joshua, or somebody like that to try to up, his resume up. But Wilder, Fury, he ain't never gonna top that, so he ain't never gonna be undisputed heavyweight champion. So what he should do is, let me listen. I don't know how the fuck you don't get better from your fucking first fight to your goddamn 45th fight. That's shameful. That's shameful. You can tell he's going to every training camp doing the same exact fucking thing. Every fucking time, same fucking goddamn sparring partners, all that. Because his shit is horrible. His defense is horrible. His feet is horrible. It's not. Like his blocking is just like it's straight street fighting defense. Like once he gets hit, his guard is just completely down. He can't move his feet. His feet don't got, his legs don't got no. It's just
or
straight power is the reason why he survived this. He survived this long.
Till this day.
But
his ancestors, nigga. That was all the strength of all the niggas behind him. Kept him up. If we're gonna lose with a little style, nigga.
That was painful to watch. Hey, let me ask you this. Was this his worst showing of the three?
No.
Okay, I'm asking. This is a legit question.
The second one by far.
The second one was bad, bro.
This was his second. Yeah. This was his second worst, but the first one was the best one to me.
I mean, obviously, I honestly thought he had taken that one home.
No,
I want to know what it is.
This fight
Fury.
This fight was better than the second one.
No, I'm talking about the first one. I'm talking about the first one.
Big dog. That dude is huge.
I'm talking about the first fight.
I couldn't even hear the question.
This nigga's. I just called a white man nigga.
No, I said I'm not really sure how.
Hold on, he got love handles. My man got love handles out here, bro.
He do, bro. He looked like he didn't live in
Deontay was sculpted out there, man. That man.
Damn. A muffin top.
Damn.
Like he drink beers every day.
Kegging it.
And I like Fury. I like Fury till he beat the shit out of Wilder. Then I just had to.
Hey, but did any of y'all go into this thinking that Wilder was going to win?
What'd you say?
Damn.
I said, did anybody come into this fight and really think that
it was our hope, bro? It was
that Wilder was going to win this fight?
I put $50 on the culture, man.
It was hope,
I donated it, bro.
Yeah, that was
yeah. Sim, what you got for me?
That nigga Fury is an android, bro. Shit don't make no sense. You hit that nigga more times you hit him, that nigga just gets stronger. Shit don't even make sense.
He like one of those. He like one of those motherfucking country boys, bro.
I'll tell you, that nigga. Hey, yo, it's because he's like
out, bro.
He's like Ricky Smiley from Friday After the Next when he got hit by that car, bro. That nigga clicked his feet together, rolled his eyes back, and got back up.
Bro, he's so big, dog. He's so big, man. Like his arms,
and he's naturally his bones is big, bro.
He look like remind me of Shrek, bro. He look like Shrek, in shape Shrek, just taller. That's what he remind me of.
But from the fight though, what I got was his coaches, the coaches in Wilder's corner, man, they were not helping him at all. You clearly see this man Fury just straight.
He needed
Once you get to ringside, ain't really much help there, I believe.
No, because you can coach him.
6 man, bro.
No, he needed
a tag team, nigga.
Look, because every time they clinched up, Fury's putting his weight on him the whole fight. All he was doing is just wearing them out. And if you're the coach and you don't notice that, like, stay away from him. You have to stay away from him.
Wilder was tired. Throwing punches.
It don't matter. I feel he was tired, but you can move away. You can move away.
No, but let me say this though. But you're saying the coaching, the strategy was to move away. Now, there's only so much you could tell somebody. The game plan that they worked on was in the first round. That's all. He was throwing jabs to the body. He was moving away. Now, when he got tired because he was getting leaned on, he got away from all that. There's only so many times you could tell the fighter, hey, stick to the game plan, stick to the game plan. It's not instinctual.
you have to remind him what the game plan is. You can't say stick to the game plan because he looked
tired.
shook out
He had
there.
a like.
No,
tired.
it was more
Remind
than
him
tired.
shit.
It was
Man,
more
he
than
was in the
tired in
corner
his
like
eyes.
this.
He was confused.
Nah,
he
bro,
looked
he was
confused
taking.
in the eyes.
He
Look,
was
this how his
punch
lips was. His
drunk,
face
bro.
This
He
nigga
was
values
punch drunk.
cooking too much.
He was punch drunk, bro.
He's how
Get his
coach
head
him.
clubbed in.
He was drunk off the
Oh,
punches,
bro.
dog. He had too many shots to the face.
Well,
Vic,
Like,
what
you
you
could
got?
tell. Look, Wilder got one on the face, and you can just tell when he just beat up, bro. His face just be like,
Bro, lip be swollen. His whole face is like
he just be moving like,
man.
Bruh,
it's
look like
it's
he been
It's
over,
up
like
bro.
since
Martin.
40s.
hey, let me ask
It's
y'all this
over,
though:
dog.
do y'all respect what he did at the end by not shaking his hand?
No,
No,
Nah, you gotta shake his hand. Yeah, you gotta shake
no,
his hand.
because
Mm.
you made all them excuses, and
Yep.
this man went out there and clearly just
That let me know he
True
deserved it,
again.
man. He
I'd be
living
like,
right.
I would
Something ain't right
say,
in his
I
life.
would have been like, fuck you. I know you on some shit and walked out too.
He just
I
better,
ain't
bro.
Nah,
He
you
just
gotta
better.
be a
gonna,
good
He just
sport.
I ain't
better.
gonna knock.
You
I ain't gonna knock.
gotta take
no,
your L's like a man.
I ain't
Yeah,
gonna knock
you
your.
do.
I ain't gonna knock your
free
bitch
as
ass out and you get
free
up
as
like
Eddie
that.
Murphy off of Life. See, still
Okay.
ain't get my cornbread. You lost.
Nah, fuck that. Ain't no way I knock your bitch ass out and you get up like I ain't do shit to you.
You
Hell
ain't
no.
knock him out. You knocked him
He-
down.
I mean,
He's
knocked him down.
big,
My
bro.
bad. Knocked him down. I don't give a fuck. He got knocked down. Biggie,
Motherfucking
you ought
huge.
to
So
argue
did
small.
Wilder. So did Wilder, though.
Hey, and he showed that he got knocked down. This nigga Fury did. That's why I'm getting the
Hey,
fuck
man.
on. I'm like, congratulations, nigga, but you ain't getting that shit publicly. Bye.
All right, I feel like we have whipped this topic into submission more so than our brother Wilder. You know,
You gonna
we're
use
have
a
to
whip?
bear up
You
for the
gonna
man.
use a whip
Unintended. Dang,
analogy?
we just.
You gonna use a
Damn.
whip analogy after that?
Well,
Cracker?
yeah, you know,
And say
after
did you say
Incognito
master too?
enlighten us, maybe I could have used a better term. Whipping cracker, that cracker whipped that nigga's ass. Golly. No,
Wilder coming. No, play that.
let me
Run that
stop.
shit.
Nigga,
Run that shit.
double
Run
down
that
on
shit.
hateful talk.
Nah. Say that shit to
Reel
Wilder.
it
I'm
in, y'all.
sending.
Hey,
I'm
get
DNing.
professional.
I'm
Get
DNing. I'm
professional.
tagging Wilder and that shit.
No, please don't.
He gonna pop fart all over you.
He gonna knock a dread out that.
The snot out of that.
He
Yeah,
gonna
no,
knock
but we're gonna
knock
take
a
this
Boosie
to
shade
the
in that
final
nigga.
sports topic. This is the last wrap up. I'm gonna take this one here to Vic. Vic, give me a synopsis of what your team, who they played, who they are, and has your projections for your team changed at all?
We got a good win Sunday. That was a solid win. The
Who
defense
is
stepped
we?
up big time. Oh, the Philly.
Oh, that dusty bird on your hat there. Who is
No,
that?
the bird, nigga.
The Philadelphia Eagles.
But
Okay.
no, we got it. It was a solid win. The
Who did y'all
defense
play?
stepped up. Panthers.
The Panthers.
I've seen some adjustments that he made on defense. He started doing more stunts. It just wasn't just rush for. He started doing a little more stunts with the D line. The defense stepped up. Still, the run defense still. It's the linebackers, really. But the defense stepped up. Darius Slay, he's quietly been having a Pro Bowl season. Quietly, he really has. Offense, Jalen Hurts was rocky, bro. I still don't know what the hell Nick Sirianni is doing. I don't know, bro. We got to give him time, but right now he's not showing to be a good play caller at all. He might need to give the reins up on the play caller. Because the plays he called, we look like a high school offense, bro, with the plays we were calling. The bubble screens, rocket screens, swing. Like, it was no creativity. You couldn't do nothing. But Jalen Hurts, he's a winner. We all know that. And he came in at the end. We got a good win.
What you say?
No, we don't.
What?
Hold on. What did you say?
He's a winner. Jalen Hurts is a winner. He knows how to win.
Hold on.
He's talking college, right?
I'm talking.
Who doesn't win at Alabama?
Yawn.
Bro, he's a
winner in life.
He's a winner.
Because he made money. Okay.
He has
What has he won?
Hey. Don't let
he has the intangibles. He has the intangibles.
He won 2 games.
Look. What I'm trying to say is, when things are down, you gotta worry about
Russell
the
won
shit
too.
going off the rails. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If that was our last quarterback, it should have been. We would have lost that game.
Okay, so he's got a fighter spirit.
We got a leader that can't pass. Would you say?
Okay, let's tag in your Eagle, mate, because I feel like he's gonna run you over if we don't switch it over to him anyway. So come on, please.
Hey, Victor, let you know he didn't agree with you.
I know. That's all right.
We playing an injured team. We had a horrible first half. Our defense did start to play better in the second half. I'm also an Eagles fan. We played the Panthers. Offense, we're wasting wide receivers.
Yep.
Our quarterback can't make the right play consistently. I don't know what the fuck he be doing out there.
Winning.
He wants to be Peyton Manning instead of Lamar Jackson. He needs to be leaning toward Lamar Jackson. Yeah, man. It was a solid win.
Who do y'all play this week?
I think we pretty much beat teams that we should have this season. That's what it kind of feels like. So, I mean, I'm where I think we thought we were going to be, but I thought we would play better though. Okay. Record is what I thought it would be.
Who y'all play next?
Yeah, what's on the horizon for the Eagles next week and then the next following week?
We played it.
Who are they?
The Tampa Buttfucks.
Whoa.
The Tampa Bay Grudens.
Come on, y'all.
The Tampa Buttfucks.
The Tampa Bay Rubber Lips. That's what we play.
Oh my word! I think we have a buttfuck fan here.
Whoa! What is wrong with y'all?
Damn, please give us a rundown of your team.
First of all, you three whores, I'm not gonna play you like that. You're gonna respect the reigning champs, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We played the Dolphins, you know.
Y'all got a scheduled W coming up. Scheduled dub.
You know, we beat the Dolphins, you know, threw up 45 on them, and they did what I expected them to do. Ain't nothing to say about that. They trash. Then we play some more trash next week. You
better hope we don't win that game. You better hope we don't win that game.
More competitive trash.
We play.
Y'all really haven't been playing that great.
That's hilarious.
I mean,
I don't know. Brady
just accidentally lose that game.
Look, it's a lot of hate going on because
hatred.
We already we want to know against that trash division. You know these niggas talking about right now. We about to be 2-0 in this bum ass trash division because the shit is weak as fuck. You know. And
we beat 2 in y'all division too. We beat 2 in y'all division, y'all. So y'all division got to be
I'm not talking.
Y'all top heavy.
I'm not talking about them other two. So y'all top heavy too, and y'all on the bottom.
Okay,
y'all
so we're both trash then.
No,
y'all got a good team.
No,
we have a team.
No.
Hey, hold on. You
out of your division, only one team been in the Super Bowl. Out of my division.
Every team in our division has won a Super Bowl.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I'm talking about in the last 10 years.
Every team in our division has won a Super Bowl.
I'm talking about in the last 10 years.
Okay, we have 3 in the last 15.
Yeah, the Eagles been in what?
All right, then.
So the Super Bowl. I said 10. Sir. I said 10 though.
You said 15 is a long time.
It's an easy win.
Set your goalpost moving ass up, nigga.
Go. So I had 1 in 5 years.
That's not what I asked.
He had 2 and 10.
That's not what I
15, bro.
No, I didn't.
God damn, y'all shit my shit down.
From 2015, we had the Panthers, the Falcons, and then the Bucks. Don't stop it, bro. Stop.
Okay, man. All right, man.
I know.
All right, man. Yeah, y'all are not like a historic.
You're just upset.
Not like a historic.
You're just upset because you know it's gonna happen. You're just upset because
I'm
you know
not.
It's gonna happen.
And me. Oh my God, y'all want me
I know this is running too long on my bad, but me and Vic, we got a 50-pack on this game.
We sure do.
Man,
what?
How did you?
Oh my God!
This must have been a week 1 bet.
No. It was God. It was a week 1 bet.
It was a week 1 bet,
and I made sure.
Listen. This is the upset I paid for our season. You always got one.
That was
Are you taking
any
side action?
That was a GoFundMe. That's a GoFundMe, bro.
Any side action?
GoFundMe bet.
That's worse than the Wilder donation that Incognito threw out there.
Hey, this our upset for the year, bro. It's our upset.
Okay, all right. Well,
do you want to increase?
I'd be very pleased with that. I'm going to
want to
increase
the upset.
Vic,
enough.
Think about your kids. Think about your kids, Vic.
I'm going to swing this over to Incognito, and then we're going to swing it over to CJ after that because they actually had a very interesting game. I like what I'm seeing.
I see what you're trying to do
out there in LA.
You're not slick, nigga. I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do.
You're not slick, nigga. I know what you're trying to do. You're not slick, nigga. I know what you're trying to do. You're not slick, nigga. I know what you're trying to do.
You're not slick, nigga. I know what you're trying to do.
I don't know.
He trying to up. Anyway,
Yeah, trying to have that bullshit last. Yeah,
I'm not even gonna go.
You're gonna have two.
How about that?
Oh yeah, okay, that's good.
What we doing?
Oh God.
God
What we
damn.
doing?
Get out the evidence.
What's your team, man? We on the sports section.
We didn't let y'all talk about y'all bum ass teams for
Oh my
15
God.
minutes now. All right, cue the music, man. We about to talk about America's team, the Dallas fucking Cowboys. Stop fucking playing with me, man. Yo, the Raiders that went down, they back up, baby. Stop
Drop the
fucking
ball.
playing with
Drop
me, man.
bombs in
All
this
right,
nigga,
drop
man.
the ball for the Dallas Cowboys. All right, I feel that Philly did this. I feel that Tampa Bay did this. Shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit.
They beat
Get out of
y'all.
here, man.
They
All
be a
right.
playoff team. Every win is a playoff win for
Whatever.
them,
All
bro.
right,
Every
whatever.
win is a
All
playoff win, bro.
But anyway, man, we playing the New England Patriots. All right.
Okay.
That's who we got. I feel like they are.
They hungry. They thirsty for a win too.
They are thirsty for
and
a
they
win.
played the Bucks well.
Yes, they did. But you know what I'm saying? I feel like this week, though, this past game that we played, I felt we started off a little rough. You know what I'm saying? Playing the New York Giants.
Yeah, they're a bad team too.
Nigga, they was missing the receiver, the left tackle, the running back, the quarterback.
They're a terrible team. Yes, we can
Hold on,
admit they are a bad team.
time the fuck out.
You can only play on schedule.
Hey, stop cutting them off. Stop cutting them off. Let them speak.
I let y'all talk about them bum ass teams.
Let them
I'm
speak.
saying a fucking
How much
word.
time does he
All right,
get
y'all
though?
can't
Let
help
him speak.
yourself, man.
Let him
Y'all
speak.
can't help yourself. I talk longer because I keep cutting you the fuck off. It's crazy. Let me calm down before I get muted in this motherfucker, man. Look, he's just waiting. Look at him. Look at his face. He's fucking waiting, boy. He's like, this motherfucker.
Look, he ain't even
more
talking
time.
about it no more. He ain't even talking about it.
But anyway, man, we're gonna see what we could do against New England, man. I feel like it's a dub, but who knows, man. I just hope my Dallas Cowboys don't get complacent. We keep that train running. And that's it, man. I mean, we up there right now. Let's stay up there.
Y'all look
That's
good,
all I
man.
gotta say.
Y'all
look
one
good.
email away from tanking, motherfucker. I
Not
know
on the
Jerry
Dallas
Jones got a
Cowboys.
couple of those.
We don't play that. We
Jerry
don't play that
Jones
shit on the
emails,
Dallas
it's a
Cowboys.
wrap.
No, just let it, man. No,
Get a
they
hold of
good.
Jerry's emails. It's a
No,
wrap.
they're
All right,
good. They're
CJ,
a good team.
tell us,
Jerry
please.
is up front. Jerry don't give a
They
fuck.
are a good team.
Right?
Can't front.
They're a good team.
Even when people was doing it, he was like, "Not on
Even
my
though they
Dallas
ain't play
Cowboys team.
nobody.
You won't be
I wish
participating
we
in that."
drafted as
Jerry's
good
a
as
straight
y'all
up
did.
dude. Anyway, who's next, man? Go ahead, CJ.
All right, man. So I'm here for the Los Angeles Chargers, formerly known as the San Diego Chargers. We played the Browns last weekend. Real close game. I thought it was gonna be close. It played out kind of how I thought, high scoring. I was a little worried on how we just cannot stop the run. It just seems like that is really gonna hurt us down the stretch. But we are closing out close games, so that's good to see. High power offense, decent defense. So I'm feeling good about our team. Next weekend we play against the Ravens. I'm worried about it because Lamar Super Jackson just showed out.
Yes, he did.
And we got to go to Baltimore.
Y'all straight, man.
the-
Y'all
the-
lucky,
y'all
man.
gonna
This
beat them.
is what I'm
Y'all
hoping.
lucky,
This is
bro.
what I'm hoping. I'm hoping
I'm dying for a
that
quarterback.
that emotional high that they just went on. I hope they come out really flat versus us. But I had this as a loss, so I'm not going to switch it. So I say we'll be 4-2 by the end of next week.
Those late game heroics ain't gonna keep lasting every
bro.
game. So they're due
but,
for
but,
one.
but they always play us
was
tough.
different though. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna play everybody tough. I mean, Lamar Jackson barely lose. He only lose to like the
Coach,
leader of the league.
they were missing like 2 starting safeties and a starting corner. That's when Mark
Like
Andrews started killing them.
saying, I am dying. Oh man, I want a fucking young quarterback like that. Dog.
Oh yeah,
I
for
was looking
the
at these
future,
Bills
we're
games,
good.
looking at these motherfucking Arizona games and Chargers
Jalen Hurts ain't
games
there
and
for
shit.
you?
I'm like, oh
Ain't it?
my.
He got to
Jalen Hurts ain't it?
bro. Wait.
No.
Me and Steph
Listen,
I'm
Nick
talking
told
about.
you you had a winner
I'm talking
in
about.
Hurts.
Y'all got. I'm talking about. That's a quarterback to where, like, y'all come in the season like we got 8 or 9 games won because we got him. So now we just gotta figure out the rest and shit. Like, I want that motherfucker right there. I want somebody like that. And this nigga Jalen, if you gonna fucking be bad, motherfucker. Just burn this
inconsistent,
whole
bro.
shit down.
Yeah. Inconsistent, yeah. He's
Don't
real
fucking play
bro.
around. Just burn this motherfucker down.
Like
Hey,
this
we got-
I'd
Thursday,
love to see a
he
good
needs
dumpster
to.
fire.
We got a special announcement.
I like to see a plane crash.
Whoa.
Hey, we got a special announcement though. We had the Super Bowl being played in our fantasy league. Mr. Philly Pop, he got his first dub.
Getting my shit together.
Clap it up.
First dub.
Getting my shit together.
Not Mr. Shorts.
He 1-4. He tied with
I'm getting my shit together though. This shit about to change.
But guess who he stumped out? Mr. Incognito himself stumped his ass straight out.
No, was it him?
The blood of the week.
Yeah, it was old Sorry.
Oh, I thought that was Vic.
It's Sorry.
Bum ass.
Talk your shit, King. Talk your shit, King.
You took it.
Vic,
You took it, nigga.
Oh, you
I
out,
had
dog.
more points than you did halfway through the day, nigga. It wasn't 3 p.m. before I
First of all, I was hoping
it
you
was a
say that.
genocide.
I was hoping you
It was a
say
whole
that. Your
genocide.
whole
I
roster was
wiped
playing
you
at
out.
11 o'clock.
I
I'm not
wiped you.
trying
I
to hear.
cleaned the
Your
scene,
whole
bro.
roster was playing at 11 o'clock,
The
dog.
whole
What are you
scene. It's not a
talking about?
trace. There's not a
Your whole
trail of
roster.
your murder. There's not a
Your
trail of your murder.
Your points
Whole
can't even match
clean,
my points, dog.
done.
You got
we
lucky.
burnt your body.
Players got
We
lucky.
burnt the body.
Fuck out of
Your
here.
ashes
Fuck is
is
wrong?
dumped in the bay.
Fuck is wrong with you?
Done.
You gonna make it to the playoffs? You gonna make it to the
They didn't even
playoffs?
file a police
Your
report.
bum
You
ass
might
gonna
not make it to the
playoffs.
playoffs. Boy, you
Your
play.
bum ass
Don't
gonna make
even
it to the
know
playoffs.
you did.
That's hilarious,
Y'all
bro.
talking
Wrap it
about
up.
bring somebody in. Be quiet,
Wrap it
man.
up.
Wrap it up. Hey, that's
Oh
enough.
my god.
Enough
that
from the
was
two of you.
I might get charges put on me for that.
Hey, look, that's a wrap for today's episode. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Until next time, deuces.
Please don't cancel.